This video contains 3 major tips that can help you not only 1. Grow your population, but also 2. Increase your income, and 3. Make your city even more beautiful to look at. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and let's dive into Biffalo Countea. And if you enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, as that helps to push the video out to others who may also enjoy this content. And also subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next one. Right, are you ready? Let's go. So one of the things that I'd like to work on today is expanding our industries, because at the moment we have this teeny tiny little farm over here, but I think we can add more industry into our city of Biffalo Countea. Let's take a look at our resources. And wow, we've got lots of resources all over the place. And it's over here by our fishing area that I'd like to start up a little forestry industry. We've got all sorts of stuff going on here. We've got access to the water, which could come in handy a little bit later. We've got a great access to the road here. And when we start unlocking some of these other squares, we can easily have a great access to the highway. And we've also got a railway line going through here. Aha, here come some trains just to show us that the railway line is actually... Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Double-decker train. What have we got following behind here? What's this one? Oh, look at that. Another one. Fantastic. So let's just take a look at popping this in here. We need to make sure we get a industry area first. And as we saw, the resources are just everywhere, all along here. So to be honest, we could just literally take this whole swathe along here and we can have it back up against... There we go. We're going to take all of that. We can have it back up against our fishing industry here, which I think will be good. What buildings do we have available to us? Let's take a look. Well, first of all, we've got to put in our forestry main building. So we ended up with this little turnaround road here to help our buses. There's one of our new ride school buses down there. So why don't we make this the start of the forestry industry area? Hooray! We have a sawmill, we have a small tree plantation, we have a small log yard. Excellente. Now what I'd like to do before we start is change up the trees that we've got in here, perhaps for one of these, so it really sort of fits in. I like this one. Let's use the picker mod and see what that is. This one down here, Alder 012, that is not the same tree. Are you really going to tell me that that is that tree? Darn you, picker mods. What tree is that? I'll tell you what it probably is. It's probably part of a pack, because that is an alder. This is an alder. And this one, and this one, and this one, all the way up to here. And I think probably even these as well. So it's going to be one of these. That is a larger one. Let's go for... Yeah, that one there. So what's that one? That is Alder 05 14 meters. So let's Alt B, get Bob. And then we'll find the tree that is in here. And if we do both trees and props, all the trees. So I've literally got that one there. Okay, that's fine. So if we switch that for Alder 05 14 meters, I'm happy with that. Let's come out of that and have a look. And instantly it fits in better, doesn't it? With that up there. Fantastic. And then we can put a bit of extra detailing around this as we go. Right, okay, what else do we have in here? So we've got access to the tree plantation, also the small log yard, which can store it up for us, and then the sawmill, which can turn it all into planed timber, and then we go from there. So I'm wondering whether we just start heading up into this area. And of course, when we do this, we are most definitely going to be using the rural road, this one here, the 2-lane gravel road. And this is one way, so I'm wondering whether we could probably end up changing this, I think, to 2-way, just to make things a little bit easier. And let's go with a 2-lane road with a median. So anything that wants to turn around still can. But now we're going to get a rural road up the side here. Let's just pop these items on. Want to keep an eye on our terrain as well. Yeah, terrain gets a little bit funky up here. I think if we can get up to this level along here, this would actually work quite well. I'm going to pop that road in as far as it will go. And then I don't think... Where does it go? Down here is not quite as steep. So let's see if we can connect this up. There we go, a 90-degree angle in there. I might just remove that extra node there. Excellent. Let's just see how steep that is with this tool here. We'll go from there to here. Little bit steep up the top there, so maybe we just need to meander a little bit more. Yeah, let's try that. I think that's going to be okay. So we'll take it from there to there. Oh, still got this jump at the top. Do you know what? If I do that, now we're fine. Everybody's happy. This is lifted up a bit over here. We can do a bit of terraforming. It's no problem. You know, we can make the terrain work for us as well sometimes. That is fine. Let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. That looks okay. Excellent. So now if we pop in here, some small tree plantations. And again, we're probably going to switch the trees out on these. Not in industry area. Do you know what? That would be the problem, wouldn't it? So if I paint all of that up to here, let's just see what we can do. So I want these to sort of merge into the hillside, if we can. I want that up against the road. So I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get another one in there? I can. I'm going to maneuver that around. 5. And then we're going to put storage right next to that, and then we're going to put our sawmill. Let's put our sawmill the other side. Can we sort of terrace that in a bit with the way the road goes? Maybe with a little bit of work, we can get this to fit in. Actually, I'm going to set that the same height as that. There we go. I'm going to set that the same height as that. That then dips down a bit, and then we're going to grab this one to go to there. And we'll just level that up a little bit more. We could put some wall along there, actually, but I think that's okay. Makes it interesting, doesn't it? Makes it interesting. Right, let's get some water up here for these lovely people. Oh, and just before that, we'll have a quick sip of tea. And also don't forget to check out biffaplaysmerch.com for your autosave sip of tea merchandise. There we go, fantastic. And then they're going to want some electricity here, which is so close behind these buildings. So I might just add, from our disaster area, just one of these, an earthquake sensor. Let's get our power up, because we could literally hide that in the trees there, and that would be okay. And we could even just decorate that a teeny touch. There we go, just like that. Hide it in there. Cool beans. Okay, so that is all hooked up there. And later on, if you want to get a very thin train station in here, we could have a line coming off and joining up with there. But for the moment, we'll go with that. Now I want to change these trees out. And I believe, if I remember correctly, there is an order option on here. Yes, there is. But to me, that order doesn't look anything like these orders here. So how about Alt-B? We're going to switch these up. So we've got order on here. Let's grab order on there. And which one do we think we should go with? Oh man, we could literally make it like they were just growing. Oh, now would that work? And what's funny is it's not selecting the ones on here. Oh, I know why. Because these are not set to order, are they? So if I set all of these to order like that, and that one's then changed how it fit in the land there. Did you see that? That was weird. And then is there another one on the end? Yeah, we'll change that one as well. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment. And then Alt-B, order. So now it's probably selected everything. Yeah, there we go. So we could literally make it look like they were growing. Halfway between growing, a bit bigger. I don't know, what do you reckon? Maybe something a little bit different. Yeah, let's try these. Let's try that. 5 meters. So it looks like we're literally just growing these new trees along here. I think that'll be good. And then I'm just going to work on the lay of the land here a little bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then what we can do as well is we can then grab order Which one was it now? Number 5, I think it was. 3, 5, this one. Whoops. And then we can just sort of fill in. No, it was this one here. I was right. No, it was this one here. We're going even smaller. And then we can fill in these gaps down here. Yeah, that looks okay, doesn't it? Excellent. I think these are probably all filled in. Oh, we could do some more along the front here, I think. There we go. And then we could even continue this further along the back here up to the train line and really make this look big, couldn't we? Maybe we'll just give that a little bit of a go. Let's clear out some of these other trees that we've got along here. And I'm just thinking, actually, while we're here looking at this, we do have a cargo train terminal. All of these, by the way, are on the maps. That's why I've got all of these. I'm just wondering whether we could do something to get that to fit in here as well. Now, as we're here and we've got the space. Do you know what? I think that might be a good idea. I'm going to see if I can just plot this down somewhere and then maneuver this around and see what we can do. So Control H the same height as that, or Control H the same height as this. Yeah, it's going to need a little bit of jiggery pokery. We could just literally have it go straight through like that, which we're not going to do. I want the line to be separate. So what I think we can do, we grab this with the Move It mod, set it to the same height as that. We can do a bit of work on the terrain here. Don't worry about that in the background. We'll get there, we'll get there. I'm going to set this brush size to not too big. And then we're going to bring that height up there and come out the sides. And then we can sort of smooth that out. But I want this all to be the same height, like so. And we're going to have a road, hopefully, going up around the back there. And then what we can do is, I'm just trying to think. So this line then needs to move around the back. So let's do that. And of course, it's right near the edge of the map. So any changes that I make are going to look a little weird over here until we get access to that bit. Okay, that's not too shabby, is it? I'm going to move that one to here. And then I want those 3. I'm going to move this one to here as well, just to help with the lining of things up. That one there. That one's almost in the middle. And then we're going to grab those 3 there, set that to the same height as well. Let's move it out a bit. Set it to the same height again. At the same height? Yeah. That's okay. And we'll line... Whoa! Not what I wanted, thank you. Get this lined up. We can then make sure that this is all okay. Going from there to around here somewhere. A little bit further, perhaps. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. And then this one here is going to go from there to... I don't know, out there. And that will just sort of look a bit weird until, like I say, we unlock this part of the map. We can maybe... Oh, actually, I've still got the Move It mod. I can still get outside here and monkey with things a bit. So that's all right, isn't it? Do something like that. Yeah, there we go. So that gives us access along there. Let me just finagle the land a little bit out here. There we go. I think that looks okay. Then we can extend the trees up here as well, like we said. Then we need road access. I'm going to go with this road for now. And then if it gets super, super busy, we can always sort of change it up a bit later. But I think having that come around here is actually going to look quite cool. And then we can sort of get that in the middle there. Like that's the storage. I feel like that really should face the other way around. Yeah, well, let's switch that around like this. There we go. I mean, it's not perfectly... Whoa! It's not... I don't know what's going on. I'm clicking buttons and things are happening. It's not perfectly straight, is it? But I think that's okay. And then I'm going to have a little bit of parking up here, so I'm going to do that. I feel like having this bit of concrete just sort of sticking out there doesn't look right. So we're going to go like that. And we may as well just bring that down the side here as well. In fact, actually, this little bit up here, I am going to change to some sort of concrete road. I know we've got this country road. Let's look at our industrial roads. Something that's a bit smaller. Yeah, what does these 1U ones look like? Yeah, that looks a bit better. So we bring that one around there, and then this down the side here, and along the back. And I'm just thinking this one to go in and out here. It's going to have a lot of heavy trucks perhaps on there. So I feel like that works a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah, that'll be good. This is looking nice up here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, we haven't connected this up yet. Let's get some water up here. We can just come straight up that road. That'll be plenty. And then let's see if we can connect up this rail. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to grab that as the last thing I've grabbed. And then I'm going to use this one and see if we can just take a connection from there. So like down there somewhere. There we go. Look at that. Smoothie smooth. Straight in. And then we're going to go from there to down here. Yeah, might need a little bit of monkeying with the Move It mod on that one. Could also just look at the node and straighten that up. Yeah, let me just play with this for a second. Yeah, there we go. I think that's okay. And then we'll just grab our gravel brush. It should be in here somewhere. 1x1 gravel. We can sort of cover those up. And let's come all the way along here and we can cover those up. Yeah, that's okay. The lines are all lined up. And then I might just sort of straighten this out. Whoa, what's going on there? Something's not right. Abort, abort. We'll just delete that one and connect that one up again. There we go. That looks better. Right, and then we just want to fill in the little gap in between. So let me just do that. In fact, rather than using that brush, I could perhaps just use this gravel brush. Yeah, and if I get it small enough... Oh, then it goes over the concrete there. Do I want that? Trucks are coming up here already. We can see them. Yeah, there we go. So I do that. It keeps the concrete there, which is good. Yeah, excellent. Look, coming to drop off. Oh, I know why they're doing that. It's because this is probably set to balance. Yes, it is. So that's fine. We'll leave that going. There we go. Excellent. So I'm just going to spend a minute or two just adding in some more trees on here, which is going to take it from looking like this over to looking like this. Okay, after lots of trial and error, it seems that 8.2 is the distance you want if you want your prop line to be exactly the same. Although on this one it isn't. Look. So if I go from beginning to end, it's okay. That one lines up. This one here, it doesn't line up until... Okay, whatever. I'm just going to go with that and we'll just eyeball it. Okay, nearly done. Just finishing up with a few more rows of trees here. Let's just... Yeah, I think that's probably okay there, actually. Let's just unselect that one. We'll just select this, pop that in there. Yeah, there we go. So just extended that a little bit, extended that a bit over there. I think that looks good, doesn't it? I'm liking that a lot. Excellent. So how is the sawmill doing? Well, at the minute, the sawmill's going to be making a whole load of stuff with nowhere to send it. Plain timber. So obviously we need a warehouse for that. Do we have any teeny tiny small warehouses? We should have. I like these ones here. That's a bit bigger than I thought. I just want a small one. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Excellent. That one will do. Let's maneuver that up to here. What other colours are we getting of that? Let's reset that. Oh, that nice dark wood one. There we go. Excellent. And then we're going to set that to be... let's do empty and plain timber. And then what we should see is trucks start coming out of here. Once the plain timber is done, to go over there. I want this to be on field. So unfortunately what's going to happen, we're going to get... There we go, look. We're going to get trucks coming in from outside the city to fill that up. But now we've done this. Plain timber will be sold and that will start making us some money. You're going all the way along there to turn around. I feel sorry for you, my friend.
I'm not your friend, guy.
Let's see if we can just add a little spot here for you to turn around up against here. Boink and boink. Excellent. That'll be good. That'll be good. I feel like we do need a teeny tiny little bit of car parking up here. There we go. Little 3x3 car park. That will do nicely. Let's just shift that up I'm going to put that up against the rail, but then we are going to sort of fence this off, I think, at some point. But there we go. So we've got a bypass, which they're taking, as you can see. And then we've got our little train station, and people are coming in and out, which is good. At the end here, I'm going to swap that, sort of thinking ahead at how busy this might get, for an asymmetrical piece. We can fit that in there, no problem. Yep, don't know why they suddenly freaked out. And they can go in either direction. Pretty sure this is all set to give way and all that sort of good stuff. So that's good. So what are we earning from Vermont Woodland at the moment? Minus 170. Well, that's the way it goes. Workers until next level, we've hit that target. So now it's just the amount of items that we're sending out. And then that will upgrade. And there we go. Look, we've got this guy here passing through, taking cargo to other cities. That is what we want to see. I know he's taken that other line. We could... Oh, man, now we're getting all sorts of cargo being brought in. So I think they did drop off some cargo, which is why they went that way. Let's see how it goes. I think traffic-wise, we should be fine. Just feel like we needed to... I should stop fiddling with those. I think we'll be fine. So let's leave that. Let's step away from our forestry at the moment. And there's another cool pack made by the same creators as the ride buses and trains that I've downloaded that I wanted to share with you, which I think is going to add something cool to the city. And also, I think it's something that's often neglected by players. I know I often forget about it. Let's take a look at that. Now, as you can see, our population is stagnant at 10,500. It fluctuates ever so slightly, but post is a big thing. Look, we have no post offices, no coverage. Now, what happens is when the post builds up, your people are unhappy. So the lower the post build up in a house means an increase in happiness. There we go. So at the minute, they're all being sort of capped, aren't they? Because, you know, they've got posts coming out of the ear holes of everybody. And it's not going anywhere. So, oh dear. Let's have a look. And what I've got is we've got the normal post offices, but I've got the Mercury post office. And I have the Mercury distribution facility, which we're going to go for first of all. I think they're a similar cost. So, cost 25,000, upkeep 400 a week. Yeah. 8,000 pieces of mail, 20 trucks. Yeah. So it's the same on that one. That's fine. Now, as this is becoming a sort of an industry type area, I would like to add it over to here. And I would like it to have its own little bit of road. This is nice and flat down here. I'm going to take this road here. And we're going to run this along as an extra road. Could we butt that into there without it causing a problem? Yeah, I'm going to keep that one separate, and let's add a road in there and then another one in the middle here. Just to keep things moving along, and then we're going to bring this road out. That is right on the trees, isn't it? Let's go here, like so. I'm going to make sure that's the same height as that. Will it fit up against this road this way? Oh, look at that. Just about. There we go, Mercury. Excellent. That is good. So trucks are going to come up here, spin round, drop off there, and then be able to come out. We'll see how bad the traffic gets with that, because we've had this before, haven't we, with post, and the traffic can go absolutely nuts, but we'll work with it. I'm going to push this back. There's already a cliff there. So to me, that seems like we could do that. And in fact, what I'm going to do is grab this road. We are going to bring this along the back here. And as we've got that little junction right there, we'll add it into that. And then I'm going to make sure that all of these are the same height as that, which they should be. There we go. Excellent. Along here, this little bit here, seems to me like it should have some parking. So why don't we grab our concrete brush. That is far too big. Concrete. 1x4, 2x2. I'll tell you what, I just put concrete in here. There we go. Makes it much easier to see what's going on. There we go. Excellent. And parking over here, we have our decals. So we can add some of those in, which for some reason are going invisible. What that can be sometimes is to do with the land. So if we grab this height here, which is what everything is set at, and just rub over all of this. I'm going to put the strength up high. just to make sure everything's at the right height. There we go. And we're also going to put Anarchy on because it's probably that as well. And let's have a look. Ooh, no, that is not the right one. Let's take that out and use... Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think what's causing the problem is I'm putting a decal on top of a decal and it's not liking it. So what I might just do is, if I did something like... I'm going to pop that in the middle there. No, they're showing up as white as well. That is really weird. I'm sure I've just placed these on their own before and it's been no problem. Well, how about we do this instead? I've just added this little 60-meter parking lot road there. I'm going to grab the nodes. I'm going to bring that... Oh, I know what's going to happen. That's going to be far too close to this. It's not going to like it. So if we leave a little bit of a gap, how does that look? That actually is not too bad. If we sort of go up to there... Make sure that's the same height as well. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we can add our little... Let's turn that off. We can add our little decals on the top. And that'll be okay. And there we go. While I'm doing that, we've upgraded our wood plant, which is excellent. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. The factories are the sort of things that I'm starting to want to get interested in. Let's just grab that decal there, if it's going to let me. Shiftify that over a little bit. There we go. So we get some parking in there. And then we can tidy that up a little bit. We could probably just put our brushes back in there like we did before. And that'll be fine. Please be fine. Please be fine. It's fine. Excellent. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to put some post offices around the place. We've got these cool looking little Mercury post offices. Let's just show you what they look like. So that's the Mercury one. I'm going to pause the game, pop one there so you can see it, and then this is the normal one. So a little bit smaller, but it's got the Mercury on it, and we need to do some detailing around that, but that's fine. So let's find some places in town where they're going to work. And also, if we put this back on, we can see how far they're going to travel. So I would sort of, the way I'd think about it is... If you lived in a community, where would you expect a post office to be? You know, within walking distance. You live up here, you're not going to want to go to a post office that's all the way over there. So I would definitely expect there to be a post office up here. Now we've got this little community type centre area over here. I'm going to remove those two buildings there. I'm going to pop that. And then we're going to turn that sideways up against this road. Like so. Yep, that's okay. Can we fit some teeny tiny parking in there? What's the smallest we've got? 2x3. I thought we had some like 1, 8, 4. Yeah, there we go. A 2x3. And I've changed the way that's lined up because I think that sort of curve on the corner there just looks great. I'm going to bring that up to the street there with the stairs. I'm liking that a lot. I'm going to add a little path through here, which is going to go right over the top of the parking and right over the top of the building. Hang on, I can get all this lined up. Oh, there's another little parking thing there I didn't see. Okay, well, if we sort of go like that, I'm thinking I might just switch this one out for one of these instead. Yeah, there we go. That fits in a lot better, doesn't it? That is good. That is good. And then this little bit round here, we're back to our brushes again with the old concrete brush. I'm just going to sort of fill in. That's okay, isn't it? That is good. And then we could even have a little planter with a tree out the back here. Why not? What's the teeniest, tiniest planter we've got? Let's try one of these hexagonal ones. Oh, that's good. Is that like a window or... Oh, that's like a fire escape there, isn't it? So maybe not right there. What about out the front? Here, that could look good. Let's go like that. Excellent. And then why not? As we've been growing alders, let's add a very nice alder into there. It's trying to upgrade something. That is far too big. Oh, we'll leave it there anyway. It looks nice. Yep, that's the sort of size I want. So we'll use the move it mod. Boink. We'll drop that in there. Just adds a little something, doesn't it? And now what's going to happen is we're going to see people coming out of that. And there's the little post office trucks. Look at those with the Mercury insignia on them. This is great. Not sure why he went up that road. Oh, okay, he's using it as a turning round point. Why couldn't he just turn at the lights like a normal human being? He's going back. Where's he going? He's like picked up all the posts. I thought he was now going to... Oh, is he picking up more posts along here because he couldn't cross over the road? I bet that's what it is. Let's speed it up a bit. I thought he was going over to drop the post off, which he's probably going to do any minute now. He's going to have to go all the way down here to turn around again. I think maybe we need to rethink our road. Ah, I misunderstood that. I thought they would go out, pick up the post, and then take it over to the main distribution centre, but they fill this up first, and I'm assuming once that's filled up, then we'll have some special trucks that will come out and bring it all the way over here. And in fact, this has probably got its own little trucks. Yeah, post trucks. So as of yet... Hang on! Is that a post truck? It is! Transporting mail to the Mercury distribution facility. So the trucks are already going out. Oh, what's this over here? We've got other Mercury couriers as well. Oh, this is fantastic. So they're going to bring that in there and drop that off. That is really cool. Let's just sort out these trees that we've got appearing in the middle of the building here. Thank you kindly. Is there an obvious door where the trucks should be going in? Because at the minute they're going in the front door. I feel like they should be coming in and out of there. So let's use the building spawn points mod. And let's just maneuver that. Oh, hang on. What have we got here? Post, and we've got something else. So it's just got more than one spot on here. Let's just reset to defaults. What have we got here? So we've got this one, which has got everything in it. This one is the post. So they are just coming in there. So that's this. Let's just see if we can bring that closer to the road over here. And if we turn that round that way, hopefully they'll come in and out of this door instead. Yeah, there we go. So that's a little bit nearer. And then we've got this one down here. I don't know why we've got two, but if we sort of line those up. And what we could do with this one is we could bring that one... Oh, that's got like a lip to it. There's the other door there. We put a blooming parking thing in front of it, haven't we? But never mind. Let's just put them both here. And I think that should be okay. There we go. Excellent. Oh, we know the post is working. So let's just have a look at the coverage, because what we want to do is make sure it's all covered. So we can see who's getting their post picked up. So even from that one teeny tiny post office up there, the trucks that will send out, so 10 out of 10 vans are in use. We are getting ones, possibly, yeah, they picked random areas up and down the main road. So now let's add a couple more in. Oh, this will be good. If we can squeeze one here, this is right by a commercial area that we've got. So that will hopefully help with this section over here. And then I feel like we need one over here by Cherry Point and Park Heights. We've got a lot of commercial stuff going on over here. And we've got one of these big buildings. I need to ban this asset from the game. I just don't like it at all. I just think it looks odd. But we can definitely put a Mercury post office in there. And everybody's happy. So now, if we keep an eye on all of our post collection, what I'm hoping is we're going to see a lot more blue and a lot less red. So I'll just leave that to run for a moment. And the idea is if they get happier, houses that could upgrade will then upgrade, which will increase our population. Whether that actually is going to happen or not, I don't know, but we will find out. And what I'm going to do to help that is increase our post budget, because we can afford it. I'm also going to increase our park budget. Our unique building budget, we'll do that anyway, even though I don't think we've got any placed yet. What else could we increase? I think that will probably do for now. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on this and I'll be back with you momentarily. So while we're giving our city time to expand and hopefully benefit from the post, let's take a look at a new mod which is going to help us get the most out of our new Mercury themed post office building. So if we pop into here, we've got this little button which is the vehicle selector mod. There we go. And now we can have a nice little screen here which will help us to define what models are being used. So this building particularly has sorted mail transfer. So that's trucks that are going to be used for mail coming between this building and the post offices. And then intercity mail transfer, there'll be some trucks that go outside the city. So at the minute it's set to any vehicle. We can select one vehicle and pop that over to the list. We can take that vehicle out. We can add in all the vehicles, or we can remove all the vehicles. This one here. So that's basically what these buttons do. And I want to just see what the size of these trucks are. So if we come down into our Find It mod and pop in here Mercury, there we go. So we've got lots of little assets and things that we're going to use for some decorating, and we can see the different sizes. So we've got a Mercury Hino Heavy, or Hino Heavy, which is this one here. So I'm going to just pop one of those there. There we go. Then we've got the Mercury Freightliner B Double, which I'm assuming is something to do with this here. I think that one, it looks like it's got that, then it's got that, and then it's got this on the back. Yeah, so I'm going to pop that down there. We'll have a look at that. And then we've got the Mercury F Max truck, which I think is going to be this one with one of these on the back. Yeah, there we go. So we pop that on there. We'll grab this one, pop that onto there. So now we can see the different sizes of the trucks that we've got. So personally, I would sort of say that this one here will be the one that will be used internally. And then these larger ones, I'm probably going to move that car park from there. These larger ones will be used outside of the city. So maybe let's just do a little bit of changing here. There we go. So for inside the city, we're going to go for this one. Oh, look, we even get the picture there, don't we? Oh, it doesn't show the whole thing. Okay, fair enough. So we're going to add that one for inside. So it's not going to use the post truck anymore. And then for outside the city, we're going to add that one. And we're going to add that one. There we go. So this little blue one here that we see, the normal post truck, we won't see those anymore. Yeah, there we go. I think the parking should really go up the side here, shouldn't it? Excellent. Oh, look at the size of that bad boy. That thing is huge. So this mod also works on anything that has any type of vehicle. We've only got one type of fish truck available here. Fishing boat, I should say. It said fish truck. I saw it on there. Yeah, I'm just getting myself confused. Let's go into the fish factory. What options is that giving us? Yes, we're getting options for all sorts of vans and things coming out of here. So this mod, along with the vehicle options mod, could really come in handy, couldn't it? For what trucks and vehicles are going where. Let's have a look at this. Ground island platform, selected vehicles. We can select only certain types of train, which are good. Now that will be good. So we're not going to see any of these anymore. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to add all the trains into here, but then take out the bog standard passenger train. And from my understanding, it's soon going to be possible to change what trains come in from outside the city, because we'll possibly still see those being used as intercity trains. Also worth noticing at the top here, we can copy whatever you set up for this building to any other buildings of the same type in the same district, or this button here to all buildings of the same type. And we can also copy and paste manually. So that is really cool. I like these bullet trains and high-speed commuter trains. So yeah, we can use that everywhere. So if we just take a look at, for instance, nope, doesn't have it on there. Doesn't have it on there. Okay, that is just one vehicle on there, isn't it? The sightseeing bus. What have we got on this one? Here's another good one. Our recycling centre drop off here. So again, we've got particular recycling trucks that we can use. So I'm going to add that and that one there. And then for the waste transfer, we'll do that as well. There we go. And these large ones and other shaped ones, I think we could have those. Yeah, they've got the biofuel ones. Yeah, I think that'll do. That'll be fine. Just looking around for what other buildings we can use it on. Of course, we've got fire stations. Yeah, so instead of it overtakes the built-in one that we've got with certain trucks. So that's using any vehicle. Let's just put the large fire truck is pretty huge. Let's just use the normal fire truck instead of the mini one. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's see how the post is going. There we go. So pretty much not much red around the place, which is good. Our pedestrian buildings are not getting it collected for some reason. Maybe they'll get there, but that's okay. These are struggling a little bit over here, but let's have a look. Let's zoom into here. What are they doing? Trucks in use, 12 out of 30. So there's a little bit of a backlog, but it's doing okay. Population, what was it before? It's increased slightly, dropped slightly, hasn't gone up that much. We need literally 1,500 more people. And then we're going to get up 2 big cities. So we are so close. We are so close. One of the things I've been thinking of doing for a while is increasing the density in here, because these houses are spread out so much. I mean, if we just take a little section like this, and with a bit of Move It mod magic, could see how many extra houses we could fit into here. So what I think I'm going to do is, let's have a look at the zone. Grab this one here. So Lafayette Heights only takes in this. I want you just to check that. So we've got 2,135 people in here. We do have high demand for residential. So off camera, I'm going to do this. I'm going to move all of these things down, shuffle them all together, and then I'll show you how much space we have left. Okay, just to give you a quick rough overview of the difference. This is before with all the gaps like this over here. This one, if you sort of bunch them up, get them up against the side, you can have one at either end. We can have a little path out the back as well. So this is before and this is after. So just to show you how I'm setting these up, what I'm doing is I'm removing these smaller buildings. They're going to be used in the center. And I'll take a larger building like that, spin it around with the Move It mod. Let's have a look this way. And I'll sort of get that set up towards the corner by looking at the drive that's out here. So I don't want that clipping onto the pavement. And then sort of button it up to the side here to what seems reasonable. There we go. So that's using up all the space. Then with the Move It mod, I will hold Shift and select all the ones in this little plot that I've done, and then set them all to this one here, to terrain height. There we go. Excellent. So that is pretty much how I do it. So let me finish off the rest. Okay, and this is what it looks like now at the end. So we can compare how many properties and people we've got in here. So last time, we'll probably put that up on the screen, we had 651 out of 682 households. We've now got 657 out of 787. So we've added nearly another 100, just over, yeah, over 105 properties, in fact, to this area. Population 2134 is already 2354, which is fantastic. And this area here is looking cool. Added lots of trees in. A little bit of extra detailing here with the school. We've got a little playground next to it as well. A little bit of parking. I am thinking about changing the trees for these houses. But we'll look about that. We'll look at that another time. But these just line up so much better along here. It's funny because the way that they'd grown in, just like they normally do, they weren't lined up against the side correctly in many places, which was odd. So let's just set that to terrain height. Looks a bit odd. Let's just lower that down a bit. There we go. Excellent. But that has fit them all in. Oh, really good. And I like the way I've sort of lined them up. I picked a design. So these ones here, I prioritise the ends. So the houses are facing outwards towards these main struts, and then fit in either one or two houses at either end. And then when we get up here, I prioritised it on this little curved road around here, I think, mostly, apart from this one. But overall, yeah, I'm liking that much, much better. Looks good. And I'm hoping now that is going to help us get up to our population. That's probably affected the postal collection. Oh, they're all doing okay. And I've set all of these now, should be forced to historical, so none of them will disappear, upgrade, change, or anything like that. Fantastic. What have we got? People moving in. That's the traffic doing. 85%. Traffic is going okay. Right, let's just quickly head back over here, because now, as we saw, Vermont Woodland, get your tea-related, snake-related, Snakus, don't forget, made this area here, related names for our woodland area. What the heck is going on over here? All right, let's... Oh, no, if I use this to remove the trees, we're going to lose all of our trees. If I do move it mod and carefully do that. Oh, yeah. Oof, that's good. And I'll do that one there. Yeah, we're not losing the ones that we've placed. That's good. I don't know why that suddenly happened. Oh, I'll tell you what it is. I do need to remove them, don't I? Rather than... Oh, it did that before as well, which is really annoying. Let's just lift that up. Yeah, I am going to go through and delete all the trees under these ones carefully. Oh, I tell you what I could do is move it mod, trees only, and we can see where these are and where the ones that I've added are. So if we go like that and then delete, I think that should be... as long as I don't go too far, that should be okay. And then we can sort of fill this in. Let's copy that. One there and one there. Okay, good. Yeah, excellent. Moving on. So now we unlocked some other stuff, didn't we, in our forestry. But what I want to get in here is... So the biomass pellet plant, yeah, makes the other items that we want here, which is paper. And then we also unlocked a factory, didn't we? Lemonade factory, a furniture factory. So that's the two items that we're going to get here. So let's see if we can add in our biomass pellet plant. That is pretty big. So I want to move that over to this area over here. So we're going to grab our industry zone and see if we can utilize some of this space. And with this road that we've already got here, I'm pretty sure we can pop in our biomass pellet plant right up against there. And that is going to be making for us the paper. So we're going to need a little warehouse for that. I'm thinking what's going to be the best way to do that, because then I want to fit in here the furniture factory. Oh, do you know what? There's enough space. Look. So if we get in here, one of these, let's go for a long, thin one like that. And then we get that up against the sides. Oh, man, that does go quite a bit into there, doesn't it? If we move that over here, how does that go? Oh, look at that. I think that is going to fit in just about perfectly. If I get the move it mod and just shiftify that up a bit. Oh, and it looks like it was made to be like that. That is brilliant. So this is going to have a filled amount of paper. There we go. This is going to be making our paper, getting our raw forestry products over here. We do only have this one place storing our raw forestry products, but we have plenty of trucks there. They can go straight from there as well, which is good. Just notice some more trees on the thing. There we go. Excellent. And now we can get all of those pieces moved in. Man, there's so much other stuff that I want to do in these areas. But this episode's getting super, super long. So this is going to be making our super duper products for us. Oh, that just has to fit in there, doesn't it? That just goes in there perfectly. So this is going to be making furniture. Oh, I'm going to whack that up to 150%. We are going to put this as unique factory products. That is going to be set to empty, so they can go from here into here and get sold. And I'm pretty sure this down here does need to be some sort of parking. Yeah, there we go. That has filled in nicely. What I'm actually thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these and I'm going to spin the whole thing round like so. I think that'll do. That looks okay. Yeah, and then we'll get some fencing and stuff in the back here so it looks like this. There we go. Nothing complicated, but to get plenty of parking in there. We are yet to turn on realistic parking in this build. That's going to be something that we will do in the future. Because we were waiting for the realistic parking information to be updated and working correctly. Are you making of the paper over here? You are. You're getting a little bit slow, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Oh, man, so overall, what are we up to? Oh, we're creeping up on 11,000. We're not quite there yet. Why is the power an issue over here? We did sort that problem before. That's jumped over. We're struggling to make enough power. Well, as we're over here and we've got all of this up here, let's just pop in. Yay, everybody's happy. Excellent. So let me know what you think of our additions to Biffalo County today. I think it's going really, really well. One idea that I've had for our different islands is to have certain themes within the islands of buildings. So we know the buildings that we've been using on this island so far, but when we branch out to another island, I want to look for some new building themes that look entirely different. And I'm talking about how the houses all look and everything. What do you reckon to that sort of idea? Let me know in the comments below, and then check out the next video on the screen. I will see you all soon. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.